The thing that inspired me to speak publicly about my HIV status is the death of my mother, accepting that she has done many things in her past that we may not have accepted, but that she has lived in me throughout these years, and she's the purpose of why I speak publicly about my HIV status and to help other youth with their denial or acceptance about HIV. I think it's harder to find dates living with HIV because me being the person I am, I disclose my HIV status to individuals that find interest in me. And so I think it's harder on those individuals because they may not have come encountered with somebody that has been diagnosed with HIV. And I think that it will be harder in the future to find love with HIV, living with HIV, because they have to find it in themselves to accept that it may be a possibility that it can be passed on to them, even if we are having safe sex. And I think that that's the hardest part for a spouse or a soulmate to come encounter with. There's never been a right time to disclose my status to a person about my HIV status. There's been a lot of different reactions. One of my reactions that I had when I disclosed my HIV status to a guy friend that I met, he told me that I was lying, and at first I was kind of shocked when he said I was lying, but I was like, why would you think I lie about something like that? And that was just like the craziest reaction I've ever encountered by disclosing my HIV status. You need to find your purpose in life. If you find your purpose in life, then you'll have the ability to accept why you're here. When I was diagnosed with HIV, at first it was hard for me to accept it, but then I found my purpose, and that was to help other youth with their HIV status. My self-esteem played the role in changing the way I've accepted myself living with HIV. At first I felt degraded, I felt horrible, I felt that I had to scrub my skin off a certain way a person feels like when he or she is raped. I felt that no one would accept me for who I am, and as I grew older I realized that I do have a purpose, and until I accept myself, then nobody else will accept me. The hardest part about talking about my HIV status is people realizing who I am, because if they see BET or MTV or whatever may have you, if I'm on that video or tape recording, then they realize that this is me, and they say, oh my gosh, I can't believe she has HIV. My best experience disclosing my HIV status is meeting individuals that are going through the same struggles that I am, and also trying to help individuals learn about HIV and AIDS to decrease the stereotypes, the stigmatization, the discrimination against individuals living with HIV/AIDS. And that's the best thing for me, because that's what I want to do in the future. Hi, my name is Whitney Brown. I currently reside in Jamaica, Queens, New York, but I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, obviously. Go ahead, BK. And I'm 19 years old, and I've been diagnosed with HIV since August of 1995.